If you're coming to Dubai as a bachelor for the first time, then I decided I will make a short breakup of the cost that could be required for you to come here, to come to Dubai and then come to stay here till you find a job. Assuming 3 months is what you're going to take to figure out a job. Now, if you have already been here, I'm sure it will be very relatable, but if you're not, maybe you'll get an idea, because if you're planning to come here, if you finished your college and you want to come here, then I think this video is for you. So this is going to be very brief and very simple, which maybe you would be knowing about all the expenses, but I thought I should make a video which can help you in case you missed out on something. Hi, this is Laveena Pinto and welcome back to my channel. And I speak here about being in Dubai, being in relationship, about my pets and a lot more things that I do. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe this channel. You know, that is the only motivation that I get, which helps me to do more videos, be more creative. And it doesn't cost you anything, it's just free of cost right now, yes? Yeah, so without doing a further ado, let's get started with today's video. As you all know, I have been in Dubai for more than 17 plus years now. Now, being in Dubai, what I've realized is this place is meant for anyone and everyone who comes here. I think Dubai basically accepts everyone. It's all up to you what you want to do, how you want to live. You want to live the basic life or you want to live the high-end life. It's all up to you. Honestly, I'm telling you, because I started from zero, to be honest, because I had no family people here, I had no relatives here, I had nothing, no one to guide me, no one to tell me what I should do, no one told me how much money I should carry and come. No one told me how difficult the job is, but I came with the job. So yes, that was a plus point for me, which is a very good point, to be honest. So for me, there was no one to guide me. So, but then now, since I'm seeing people struggling here, I thought I should do this kind of video, like, you know. So now, having that experience of 17 years, I thought I will utilize it in doing such videos which can help somebody who is coming here. So first thing is, if you're coming to Dubai for a job, important is make sure that you have a job in your hand. It is very important, because you know, the whole point is, without having a job, if you come here, you're going to struggle a lot to find out a job and lot other things that come along with it. Like if you're going to move out from your hometown to another place, obviously you know what kind of struggles are there. Those struggles are real. But imagine if you're in India and doing it within India, it is still okay, because you can manage. It's pocket friendly kind of thing. In India you can manage because you're a citizen of India. You can go anywhere and stay and no one is going to throw you out of India. Yeah, but it's not going to be the same here. So make sure, if you are coming for a job, try to do some research about job market, try to apply for jobs, try to contact your contacts, whoever is there. Now, if you're not coming for the job, but you're coming through your friends or your family members, like maybe my sister, my brother, who are already here actually, if you're coming through your relatives or something, then also regarding job, you please make a research and come. But you're still on a safer side, because you have somebody to back you up with in terms of financials, in terms of guiding you, in terms of recommendations, contacts and whatever. Maybe you're lucky with that case, yeah? So now this video is particularly for a person who's coming for the first time, who has no contacts as such, like who can give him an accommodation or something of that sort. So fresher who is just coming out of the college but is decided to move to Dubai, then this video is particularly meant for them. As I said, first thing is very important to have a job. If you have a job, then you're sorted. If you don't have a job, please make sure that you apply for the job. Second most important is having your visa, ensuring all your documents are ready, are in proper condition, everything is clean and clear. Having a valid visa is very important here. Each visa, there are different kinds of visas, for which I'm going to do another video where I'm going to share about the information, the different kinds of visas that can be applied for or that are available right now. So that will be the next video where you can stay tuned for this. So subscribe to my channel, it's going to be valuable for you all. So have visas, your ticket to be booked, and please do a research on the place that you're going to stay, because Dubai is not, though it looks small in the map, it's not so small, it's quite big, like, you know. So you do need to do a little research on the places, which, as I told you all, I never did any such research. I just came here and struggled. If you cannot do the research, yes, you can come here and struggle like me, but yes, of course, you'll find a way out anyways. So find a accommodation area, like, where you can find, how you can find. Now let me explain something about the accommodations in Dubai here. Now, you know what? I don't know how many people back in your hometown know about all this sharing accommodation, because when I came here, I was clueless about sharing accommodation. So when I came here, I was asked to find out for a sharing accommodation, and there are a lot of online portals like then it was Gulf News channel, www.gulfnews.com, where I used to search for. Now there is Dubizzle, then there is property finders. There are a lot of online sites which can help you to find an accommodation. Now accommodation again differs from the kind of accommodation that you're choosing. Sharing accommodation, the pricings are different. In sharing accommodation, if you want a comfortable, like when I say comfortable, a one room where there are 4 people, then that is called comfortable according to standards, I guess, according to me also. But if there are in a room there are 7 to 8 people, then the rents are going to be a little cheaper comparatively than the 4 people. Or else you can if you have little extra money, you can have one room for yourself. So when I came, I had no money, extra money like to spend, so I went for a sharing accommodation, which I was surprised, because for me, sharing the room with 4 different people, 4 different from 4 different places, was a really shocking thing for me, because I never knew till that time. Because as I said, I was in my house for like, I've never been out of my house, I've never been out without my parents, so it was a very difficult situation. So when I came here it was shock for me. And the funny thing was, I got a bunk bed because I was the 4th one to come in that room. So I was given the upper bed actually, which was very difficult and very not so kind of friendly kind of thing, because you have to climb that ladder and go, which I did not know then. But yes, of course, happy that I was very thin. I was not so chubbier as I am right now. So sharing accommodation is that is what is called a sharing accommodation, where you share the room. Now when it comes to pricings, when I came here, the pricing was very high, like, but now the pricings are quite competitive and they're expensive. But if you're coming for the first time, yes, pricings are expensive, but you can get accommodation from 600 dirhams onwards up to a different level, right? Because if you want to you are coming on a budget friendly kind of concept, then you will have something, you can stay for like 800 to 1000 dirhams, where you are sharing the room maybe with 5 or 6 people. Again, depends on the locality as well. Like if you're staying in Karama, there's a different, Bardubai, there's a different, the place where I'm staying is International City, so there is a different kind of pricing. So you choose different areas. Now for you to choose an area also, it has to be, first of all, if you have an idea where you're going to apply for jobs, or easy way to find the commuting modes, that is transportation or something of that sort. So considering all these points, you need to keep in mind, because if you take a house which is very far, which is just because it is cheaper, it's going to take you long time to come for the interviews that will be fixed for you going forward, or maybe it could create a lot of difficulties. Again, there's no choice in all these things. If you are if you have to come and stay in particular place because of the financials, then there is no other option. Anyways, I'll tell you, you can figure it out at some point of time. So accommodation is one thing which is very important. So have an idea that when you come here, it's not going to be like you come here and just take one house for the rented thing or something. It's not going to be like that. So you need to adjust in terms of financials. Depending on what kind of money you have, you can get into the sharing accommodation, taking a room, studio. It's all up to you. Apart from accommodation, next thing is that normally majority of the places, there are some facilities provided by the landlord. Like for example, internet and Diva. Some places these expenses are covered in the rent, because if you're sharing, if the room is shared by 7 to 8 people, then obviously these are all things are considered in that. But there are some people who are not doing it, so there will be an additional cost for internet that you'll have to pay plus. Now for example, if your rent is 800 dirhams, you'll have to pay plus 30 dirhams or 100 dirhams extra, depending again what are the actual costs. That normally the Diva, that is the electricity, water and plus internet, that will be shared based on the actual bill that the landlord gets. Now these are something, there are no waiver on this. Apart from this, there will be a gas expense that if there is a kitchen permission for you, then obviously you're going to cook something at least, or somebody else is going to cook for you, so you have to pay a gas charge. Gas is not very expensive here, you get it for 140 dirhams or something, so that gas lasts for almost like 2 months minimum if you're cooking daily, even 3 meals if you cook, unless you're doing like feasting kind of meals, but otherwise yes, it survives. So Diva, internet, gas are these expenses which are normally mandatory. As I said, some of them are included in the rent, some are not. So these are the additional. Apart from this is the grocery. Now if you're living alone or with anybody else, you have to pay for the grocery because you're going to have the breakfast, lunch and dinner, right? Now what happens is, in the sharing accommodations, when there's a group of people, there will be somebody who is going to cook. So instead of you hiring a cook, there will be somebody who will come and cook for you from the group itself. And then you do the other jobs. Like for example, like one person is cooking, so one person will help him to cut the vegetables, one person can do the cleaning of the utensils and all that sort, like, you know. Apart from that, if you're not able to do that, you can hire a cook, but again there's additional cost on that. Now if your team member is cooking from the roomie is cooking, then obviously you have to pay only for the groceries. So whatever groceries come in, you divide it equally. So groceries expenses is going to be there. If not, you have to order for the mess. Here there are meal options, mess options are there, where it starts from 250 to 300 dirhams. It covers, I think, 2 or 3 meals. I'm really not very sure how many meals it covers, but surely there are 2 meals, lunch and dinner. They come and deliver it at your place. Different cuisines are available, but they're not going to be like the lavish kind of thing. Of course, different dishes, every day there will be a different dish available, which is easier and pocket friendly, to be honest, and mess free also, because they come up with the use and throw kind of foils or something, all packed in a very disposable kind, easily disposable stuff, so which is easy for you. You can carry it along with you to the office or anywhere and go, and you don't need to worry about the ordering grocery, cleaning the utensils, or arguing for who's going to fight and all that stuff. So that could be a lifesaver also, at least for the initial days. Now if you're coming to Dubai to find a job and settle yourself, then very important thing which you need to consider is to make sure your accommodation where you're looking for is closer to the bus, metro, at least initial days, because you will have to go for the interviews, you'll have to go to meet people, you have to go for the events in terms of job fairs and all that keeps happening. Now if your house is very far, you have to walk. That means at least during the summer, it's going to be shitty summer because it's very, very crazy hot. You're going to sweat and a lot of issues come up with that part, actually, you know. So if your house is somewhere near to the metro station or something, a metro station or bus stop or something, then you can save time in terms of walking, running around and all that chaos. And secondly, because taxis are going to be expensive. For example, you can get taxis, but it depends. If it's peak hours, then you have to wait for longest. Of course, these days there are better options like Uber and Careem and all that. But again, they are much more expensive than the regular taxi, that is Hala taxi. However, if you have the bus options and the metro options, that could help you out, actually, you know. So, yep. Try to find an accommodation which will have you easier commuting way, or else if you have a friend who has got a license and who is ready to drop you and pick you up at certain places, you are sorted. Very important thing about coming to Dubai is make sure that you have your basic medicines available with you. Like for example, for flu, fever, cough, chest condition and all these things, like, you know, which are not really that expensive in Dubai, but you know, at least having them handy with you will help you out at the initial days. But the most important thing is make sure that you get an medical insurance done before you travel. Like, I think it's easily available, like pay minimum of 50 dirhams, within 50 dirhams, something of that sort. So make sure that you have it. At least for basic emergencies, you have something covered. Medical expenses are expensive here. And at the initial days, it's very difficult for you to manage so much of funds and everything. And first of all, make sure that you don't fall sick, because when you fall sick, when no one is around, it's a kind of different trauma. So there's no one who's going to come and do for you hot stuff and give you, not take care of you, because they're all busy in their own world, like, because everybody is busy in their work life. They have to come, they have to get ready, they have to go. So they will not be having so much of time to take care of you. So you have to take care of yourself. So basically, having an insurance, at least you can walk up to the medical centers or something, and at least your basic cost is covered in that. If not, you have to pay everything from your pocket. Apart from this, there are some other ad hoc expenses that might come up to you, like for example, your phone connection. You need to have a phone, so maybe a SIM card you need. So you need to buy a SIM card, and SIM card will need data, or data is very important because you'll need to navigate. Maybe you need Google Maps, you need WhatsApp, you need phone balance also to talk to the people who call you for the interview, ask the locations or something of that sort, book the taxis and all that. So data is also required. So you need minimum of 100 dirhams a month. Maximum can go up to. But anyways, to do calls, you can try for whatever free apps are available through anybody. When you come to hear like how others are talking, you can use that. If not, I don't know, because this boating which is available, which is minimum of 50 dirhams you have to pay, maybe that also can be an option, which is anyways you can, it's legal in Dubai, so you can use that. So phone is one thing which could come up. And apart from that, for your commuting, as I said, you need to have at least like 100 200 dirhams in your NOL card. NOL card is the card that is used for transports. Many other things it is used, but yeah, transport is the key concept, so that you can use it for the bus or the metro or taxis or something of that sort. And apart from that, since you're coming to Dubai, until you get a job or even after you get a job, there are a lot of things that keeps happening. There are new free places you can go around and watch those places. If you're somebody like me who likes to watch movies in the theaters, then there are offers going on all the time, so you can try to go once in a while till you get the job to relax yourself and enjoy something like that. So these are some of the expenses that you need to consider initially if you're coming to Dubai for the first time. Now this is basically just an outline. So what I decided, and in my next video, stay tuned for my next video, where I'm going to share about the minimalistic expense which one person needs, and I will give it with an example, and I will share it soon. So please stay tuned for that one. And if you have any questions and queries, please do let me know. This is Laveena Pinto signing off. Thank you so much for listening to me.